picture of.
Switch over, bro. Hang
Finally, oh, a little vain. It's just all you there, bro.
There, you happy?
Share it.
Look at that.
Share
You happy?
Share it. I'm a little happier.
Happy? A little action there, bud.
Nakab, look at this guy. Hashtag Nakab. Boston
You can't give that up. All that stuff, the good stuff.
The gold?
The good stuff. Yo, here comes the sun. Here comes the sun.
Yeah, man. Where
Hello.
was it? It was hiding.
Hello.
Better come out tomorrow, along with those Blue Jay bats.
Yo, welcome to Rickshaw Rampage, episode 16. I'm your host, Zolf the Wolf, and we're with...
Yeah, I'm Asfar. Once again, he's overly excited.
Yo, I'm excited. You know
shoot.
why?
Oh, shoot.
Wait, everything okay?
That was yours. Oh, no.
That's you, bro. I don't have
How
ring-a-ding.
unprofessional.
Ring-a-ding-a-ding.
Look at our fans. Already telling
I don't have
us-
these ring-a-ding.
Look at these.
Is that the fan?
What's up? What's up?
Is it one of our friends saying, hey, can you guys talk about this today?
What
What is it saying? What is it saying? Hey, can you talk about, what was that? Blue Jays? Yes, we're going to talk about Blue Jays.
Yeah.
Blue Jays in the house.
My hookup, man. I'm going to Game 5 tomorrow. I'm
You are
excited.
such a BA. Yo,
Yeah.
that's wicked, man. But, yo,
I know.
that was a crazy comeback. This last week was a freaking roller coaster ride for the Blue Jays, man. And clearly you're still replying to your messages.
Bro,
but
this is my hookup. I'm
Yeah.
going to talk about the future, not the past.
Yeah,
you know?
crazy. Yo, so they lost 2 games at the home base, at the home ground. Yo, why you laughing? Yo, just
I don't know. It's like we're podcasting in the past. With
yo,
your
and then they kicked ass in Texas, and tomorrow is the finale, best of 5.
I feel like it's so hard for you to remember those simple facts.
No,
your
it
brain,
is.
your brain is
I wrote it down. I wrote it down.
baseball.
I wrote it down. No,
Die, CDs.
but I know you hated.
And then win.
Last night on our conversation when you called me up, you were pretty upset with David Price.
Yeah, he's not worth the price of admission. They're paying this guy too much to just pray that he actually can get out of one inning alive. Yesterday he came in relief, but I think that was a smart move because instead of starting him tomorrow, they're going to start another pitcher. Because the whole thing is people are going to get upset. He might get upset. You know, I'm supposed to be your best pitcher. How come I'm not pitching the game that matters? So it's better that he pitches in a game that still matters, but they're winning by a lot. And he came in and he gave up like 3 runs.
That's true. Yeah, he did. I saw the game. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, I'm startled. Like I'm hoping tomorrow they come through because when I go to the game, I got the perfect sign.
Home game tomorrow, bro.
So Texas.
Yeah.
You know what do they say in Texas?
Well, everything's big.
Go big or go home.
Or do they say that? Yeah.
Right? We're talking about baseball still, right? Not the size of bats.
No.
So my saying's gonna be: we have a saying in Toronto that says, "Win big or go home," and that's exactly what's gonna happen. And I hope that I'm right because I don't want to be holding that sign.
Are you gonna make a sign and go? You're gonna be one of those guys? Yo, I'll catch you on TV, then I'll record you and I'll vine that.
That's why I have to take a vacation day. I was figuring that work. But then I'm like, yo, I can't risk the cameraman filming me. And I know my boss is a big baseball fan.
Oh, is he?
Because today he called me and I got nervous, right? Because I'm like, oh, what's this guy calling about? And then he's like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen on Wednesday? And I was like, this guy really wants me to make some sales. And I was like, I don't know what's going to happen. He's like, you tell me. And I'm like,
you're like, let's go Blue Jays.
I was like, you know what? I'm going to really make some good phone calls. And I think so. He's like, no, I'm talking about the Blue Jays. I'm like, yeah, they're going to win. He's like, thank God. Because I didn't know what else to say. So fans, let's pray for the Blue Jays, man. We need this. Because once we pass Texas, I guarantee we're going to the World Series. And once we get to the World...
Calm down there.
No, once we go to the World
so
Series...
optimistic. Baby steps. Baby steps.
No, man. Huge leaps. Once we make it to the World Series, man, we own the World Series. That's our turf, man. It's coming back. Because I think next...
Positive vibes right here through us for Ali, guys.
And if they lose, I'm going to be like I told you, man. Don't believe in these teams. They only bring up our hopes to crush them, like the Maple Leafs.
Yo, Raps played pretty good yesterday, too. They crushed... well, I wouldn't say that we use the word term.
It's preseason.
Yeah, it's preseason.
Kyle Lowry had 40.
Oh, did he?
Tossed up 40 points.
No way.
Yeah, no, I'm just making that up.
Don't believe in our facts.
Don't believe the hype or
don't
anything
believe
that
the
we say
hype.
on this podcast.
Don't
No, he
believe the hype.
threw up 40. Yo, he's a lean, mean scoring machine, bro.
Yeah, he is. He's pretty
toned
good.
down. And guess who
I
got
checked
his
out the
jersey?
highlights.
Guess who got his jersey this year?
You paid money to get jersey?
Yeah, I had to because I don't have any. So I used to have a Vince Carter jersey.
Right.
The minute they traded him, I was going to throw it away, but then my cousin's like, don't throw it away. I want that jersey because he got traded to the Nets. So he still has that jersey, and I didn't get a jersey after that. And then finally I was like, you know what? I'm a huge Raptor fan. I need to get a jersey And then I saw Lowry.
Bro, you're a huge all Toronto game fan, except the Argonauts.
Right here, bro.
Oh my God, right there,
Actually,
Argonauts hat.
I thought that meant A for us for, but it's Argos.
Oh, that's pretty
Let's
cool.
go,
You're very
Argos.
patriotic. Yeah.
Blue Jays.
Vote
Vote blue, and I mean vote blue. I mean
This
vote
is Blue October.
the Blue Jays. Forget the conservatives. That's my political message. Screw the conservatives.
Yo, who are you gonna be voting for?
That's confidential. Liberals. That's very confidential. NDP. Anyone but the conservatives. I hate Stephen Harper.
Yo, it was the Thanksgiving weekend. How was you have a Rickshaw recall right now?
Yeah, I went to my sister's house for Thanksgiving, and we were watching Game 4 of the Blue Jays, and it was tense, man. Because I was watching bases loaded. Tulowitzki was up, their shortstop. I have no faith in this guy. He's just not dependable. He was 0 for 11 in this series.
Oh,
and then I
really?
yelled at the TV. You know when you yell and you hope they hear you? So I'm like, this guy's a piece of junk. Do something. Be worth your paycheck.
Are you
And
one
then-
of those guys who
and then-
yells at the TV and throws things?
And then he like blinked, and I'm like, does this guy hear me? One swing of the bat, 3-run home run, and I went crazy. Right? That's how it works. And my sisters thought that I was beating up my brother-in-law. And I was like, no, the Blue Jays just scored. And then they all came down. And then my mom was the best. She's like, oh, congratulations, they won the World Series. I'm like, no, it's far from it, Mom. Far from
just the baby steps.
And then my dad's like, we won. I'm like, Dad, no, this is the fifth inning.
Yeah, and your dad's like me, right? He just jumped on the hype right now.
My dad, no, remember, he's a true bandwagon. So the first 2 games, when he's like, what happened? I'm like, the Blue Jays lost. And he's like, that's because they're losers, right? And when they're winning, he's like, this team's the best. So, like, he's the definition of, like, a bandwagon fan where he just goes back and forth. He's ready to, like, so if the Blue Jays are winning, he does this. If they're losing, he does some of these.
The back move.
You know what I mean? What?
The ghetto.
Confused. Yeah.
Confused. Nice. So my Rickshaw recall.
Oh,
this
yeah,
week-
yeah. I forgot to ask you, right?
No, it's all right.
You're
It's
part
cool.
of the show, too. Hey, I want some attention.
We went with the fam.
Hey, Zolf, how's your weekend?
It was wicked awesome. Yeah, it was
Okay.
good. My brother-in-law has this tradition since he moved to Canada. He every
All right,
year
let's get right into it.
at Thanksgiving, yeah, he goes for this drive at the hills. Hills of
Listen, bro, you facts have never been valid. It's not going to make a difference if you start
I wrote it down.
validating your facts here. We go for a drive on a road. It's a tradition. It's called a highway.
It's called the Hills of Headwaters. That's where he goes, and it's a very scenic route.
Sounds so
you take
spooky.
a nice drive. It's like
Hills of Headwater.
you see the trees.
Game of Thrones?
No, it's not. You see the trees. The leaves turn color. It looks
All
really
right,
very
David
beautiful.
Suzuki.
Yeah.
Calm down. Chirp, chirp. Is that a Blue Jay?
And then we went for lunch at Boston Pizza. We became
Wow,
white. We became white.
Traditional Indian place.
And then we had vegetarian pizza. And I told you I
What
couldn't.
a dummy.
Because I would eat.
This guy's a non-halali. He
I
eats
would not
anything.
halali.
So tell him what you did to fit in.
No, I had to eat vegetarian pizza because
Ah,
I
you
was.
sucker!
And I'm like,
sucker.
okay, what do you have in vegetarian pizza? She's like, we have the Mediterranean.
Vegetables.
She's like, we have the. No, bro, there was one pizza which is horrible. It was literally cheese pizza with like a tomato and a cucumber on each slice. Like, put in.
You know what that's called? A halal person's life!
Then they had a Mediterranean, which is really good. And then they had a Greek pizza, which was amazing.
You know what would have been better? You just eating whatever you eat, man, because you're
I couldn't have
non-halal.
done that, bro. I was with my family, with my mom and my uncle.
Why
and
didn't
then,
you just
my uncle
pretend to
would
go
have
to the
said,
bathroom and just...
I wanted to have a burger. I saw a burger and I saw the
Yeah.
picture. I was like, yo, this burger looks good. Because, I'm a big burger freak. I want to... And then, so we did that. And then we went to the village of Alton, which is in Caledon. It was up above your, up north your place in Brampton.
Okay.
Beautiful
Never
waterfall.
been there for good reasons.
Beautiful waterfall. Beautiful waterfall. It's called the Millcroft Inn and Spa. Very serene, very quiet. They had this nice wedding garden with a gazebo. Yeah. That's what.
I don't know. Those are
Is that,
the
is that like
noise
a
effect.
crow? Is that like a crow?
Yeah, it's a happy crow.
You're like you're going with a chirp and then like tweet tweet. Like,
That's the dog part.
so that
So
was.
what was the significance of this?
It's just that he does this every year like a ritual, so he wanted to take everybody out and show his ritual.
Sounds like he's part
it's
of a
very
cult.
serene. No, it's a very serene place. It's very quiet. I was getting annoyed because first I had to drive Second, I had to wake up early for this
You have to
drive.
drive everyone down?
Yeah, I had to drive my mom, my sister, and my family all the way down to Caledon, which is like 100 kilometers from where I live. I hail from Burlington.
So you're using your company car and it's free gas. That is annoying. Oh my God, I have to use all this free gas? Why?
No, the whole point was it was annoying for me to leave on it because I hate coming out on.
So you missed the Blue Jay game?
I missed, yeah, I did, but then I made it for.
What kind of tradition is this where you miss
got in at the
most
sixth
important event when it comes to Toronto sports?
I was home by the
sixth
sixth
inning. To
inning.
go watch Leafs turn?
Yeah, I know. That's when I was back in the sixth inning.
What kind of loyal Blue Jay fan are you?
We were. Calm down there, easy
you
there, buddy.
You told your brother-in-law, hey, you know what? Go in my backyard. I'll throw some leaves in your face. Maybe
that's what I told him.
Maybe I'll get the lota and pour some water on your head, and we'll reenact a waterfall.
The best thing was my wife was telling me, she's like, "Oh, we're doing this so we can go see the beautiful, serene scenery and the leaves changing color." I'm like, "You want to see leaves changing color? Just go in the backyard. Our neighbor has a couple of trees. Just see the leaves changing color there. I don't give a shit. I want to watch the game."
I didn't know that you guys were such a nature-based family.
No. Just my brother-in-law.
Did the kids like it?
The kids loved it.
Oh, okay.
The kids loved it. Absolutely, they were having it because
then
the
kids
cousins
would have loved the Blue Jay game more.
No. What Adam was screaming out, he's like Blue Jay. But then again, Adam's a sellout. Although he likes Leafs, he's a big fan of Boston Bruins. He's like, why do I keep cheering for a team that's been losing for years?
What's wrong with your son?
He's an American. He's an American citizen. That's why.
Beat the Bruins out of him. Your son's American?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to report him to Stephen Harper. He's a terrorist. Get him out of here, Stephen. I'm voting for you.
So
he's a Bruins fan.
That was
he has to be evil.
You have a Rickshaw review, bro, for this week?
No, you have a whole page.
No,
there.
I have a Rickshaw rant, but that's going to come in later.
Oh, man.
My Rickshaw review...
Go ahead. What's your Rickshaw review? Oh, I have one of a movie I saw on the weekend.
Yo, did you finish the movie, Bajrangi Bhaijaan?
No, I can't. It's an emotional roller coaster. But you know what? I wish I did because my family came down from New York and my Baisab, which is like what? Your cousin's husband? Yeah, okay. Well, basically that's what it is. So I just asked you what it was and I explained. So I'm like, so
and I nodded.
What is this off? And Zolf's like,
but
yeah,
the way you said Baisab, you sound like so British, like Baisab, Mame Saab, could I help you? Mame Saab.
So my Baisab, he's a big movie freak. We put on Netflix, bro.
You guys like just Netflix and chill?
Yeah, so yeah, no, not that, not that Vine, not me and him, bro. We're not like that. We're not that tight, right?
Okay.
So that's a Vine reference, guys. We put up a Vine reference where I Google Netflix and chill, and then I try and touch a girl's leg, and then something else happens to me. That's not what I expected.
But there is movement.
Acting. There is movement from her hand hitting my face. That's the movement. So, anyways, we're gonna sit there. We all wanted to go watch that movie with Emily Blunt. Starts with an S. Circo or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
Circo. I don't know. Is it the new? Oh, the new one.
Yeah.
Oh, the new one. Yeah. I don't know.
It's just called Circus. We're probably way off as usual, right? We don't have time to Google it right now because we got to focus on
the podcast.
Yeah. So we started watching Two Guns with Denzel Washington and Mark Wahlberg.
Two Guns is a new one.
Oh man, it's terrible. No, I think it was made 3 years ago.
Okay.
So it had potential because it's Denzel Washington and Mark Wahlberg.
Of course.
They're like outlaws. They're funny gangsters. Bro, by the end of the movie, I wish I had two guns so I could blow my brains out. It was that bad. I'm expecting Denzel, Training Day, Washington, to bring it. And then Mark Wahlberg, the fighter, Transformers, action man extraordinaire, fail.
Really? Was
Netflix fail. You know what? Netflix is just a big fail. Like, I realized the movies...
Don't say that, bro. There's some good stuff in there.
Listen, if it wasn't for Once Upon a Time, oh my God, I love it.
I know, yo, the new season I told you was killer.
Yeah, I don't...
It's killer.
Okay, and even my nephew was telling me. He's like, the new season's good. You know, I know what happens. I'm like, no, I'm addicted to Elsa. I like Elsa's character.
You're gonna...
No, but I like Anna. So, let's talk about Once Upon a Time. So, Once Upon a Time, for people who don't know, I mentioned this before, is based on fairy tale characters, but they're in the modern world and they don't know that they're fairy tale characters. So they take all the fairy tales.
Oh, yeah.
So
you got Cinderella, The Wicked Witch.
Season 4.
Did they have the 7 dwarfs yet?
Yep. Season 1, bro. Snow White, of course.
Oh, yeah. That's
so
right.
this season I'm watching, season 4, they have Elsa in it from Frozen. And I was in love with her. But then for some reason, her sister is so much cuter because she's innocent. Anna? Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on Anna. Like, I love her.
Yo, that would be something Zolf would say.
I am.
I'm Anna.
No, that's how you pronounce it. There's a big difference there.
Anna.
And then another Rickshaw review. I went to the Milton outlets.
The Premier outlet?
Yeah, the Toronto Premium outlets. So we went there Sunday because my cousins wanted to go shopping. They're like, we want to go to one place where there's a lot of things. I'm like, let's go there. It's a 20-minute drive from my house. I was happy. But when we got there...
Was that packed?
I packed, bro. I failed to realize that the Toronto Premium Outlets is a.k.a. Karachi Market. Bro, it was all these packies just hoarding every... You know how bad it was? So every time we would cross a store, there's a lineup around the building. And then my cousin, she would have to know, she's like, excuse me.
A lineup to get into the shop?
Yeah. Yeah, so then my cousin would tug on the person, the security guard's shirt, and she's like, what's the big deal? And he's like, there's a sale. And she's like, I know that. It's called an outlet center. How much is off? He leaned over and he's like, 20% off. I'm like, these packies are making a big deal out of 20. Yeah. They made every store look like it's going out of business. Even I got excited. I was like, oh my God, we got to go there. 10% off. What the And then I went to Fossil. This is where the deals were happening.
Watches were wicked, bro.
40% off. And then they take an additional 20, so 60% on total.
Nice.
So I go in there and I start looking around.
But everything must be gone, bro.
Yeah, so I started looking around. I'm like, yo, did this place get robbed? He's like, no, bro, we had a big sale. I'm like, are you just saying that? He's like, no, bro, there's anything on display is going. So I'm like, I like that watch. He's like, it's the last one. I'm like, I work in sales too. He's like, it is. And then he took it and he's like, look, I'm going to buy it. I'm like, no, maybe I like it. I like it. The pressure. So I put it on and I'm like, I want a square head watch. I bought it. But the bad thing is the whole process was contradictory. So I bought a watch, right? So I can tell time, but I wasted a whole bunch of time buying it. I had to wait an hour and 20 minutes in line because one lady...
Once you bought, once you picked it out of the counter?
Because
that was a lineup?
Bro, the lineup was around the counter. One cashier...
That's silly, bro.
Because the other ones were hiding and laughing. They're like, this is going to be fun to watch, right? There are a bunch of high school kids. One lady held up the line for 45 minutes. You know why? She brought her iPhone and she kept on pointing to the watches she wanted. So they had to keep on going around and she's like, no, this one. So she obviously was just going to go resell all them. I lost it. I'm like, hey, hurry up. I want to get my watch. Right? And then everyone turned around and then they're like, hey, yeah, man, hurry up. They're like, there should be a limited number of watches. And then this was the best. She was like this. Hush. Right? She just hushed.
What was her background?
Russian mafia. Oh. I don't know. So everyone was like, we get the message there. So bro, she bought 8 watches. And then after that, my cousin was the best. She was fed up because we had to go to my cousin's for Thanksgiving and we only had 10 minutes, right? So she started asking people, she's like, do you have your watch? And they're like, who are you? She's like, I want my cousin to get his watch. So she kept on going to everyone. And then finally I got my watch. I forgot to wear it today. But it's almost as nice as the watches you rock. Not the one you're rocking today.
No, not this one.
That one you can get from Fruit Loop Box.
No.
And not the T-Pain watch.
Target. This is from
not
Target.
The T-Pain. Are you sure that's not even Target quality?
Bro,
that's why I went show it. That's why Target went out of business in Canada. Thank you. But that was my review. 2 guns and then going shopping.
Yo, you talking about 2 guns. You remember that movie Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels?
Oh, one of the best, man.
One of the best.
That's where that character was born. That's where Jason Statham started.
That's exactly. You're absolutely right.
He got discovered.
He got discovered in that movie. That's absolutely right.
And then Snatch, the movie.
Snatch
the movie
with Brad Pitt.
The movie, yeah.
Yeah, good times.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for bringing up.
No, I was
such a great topic.
When you said
dying in silence. What was the point of that, Zolf?
When you said 2
My
guns.
rant is about Zolf.
No.
Not being prepared with topics he's prepared.
No, when you said 2 guns, I was like, oh, have you seen Lock, Stock? It was just a general comment, like a statement. Hey, have you seen that movie? You're like, yeah, one of the best. I'm like, cool, great, you have. Like I said, let's move on. You've seen it. It's a great movie.
Yourself could emphasize.
Oh, yo,
we're
bro,
a podcast.
Say it, don't spray it. What the hell's wrong with you?
It's a free facial. Get over it. Yo, I wanted something review. I don't want to review, but I want to talk about it.
Sure.
Did you hear about those stupid people in Quebec? That one lady started a Facebook group. I don't know what her name is, but she's encouraging people to dress up because...
For Halloween?
No, because of the niqab issue.
Oh my God, that's my rant.
Yeah.
Go ahead, but you know what? Continue. So Rickshaw rant kicking off right now. Go for it. And then I'm going to jump in with my story.
So she started this stupid Facebook group where she's like, you know what? Because these Muslims are protesting that they need to cover their face. By the way, remember I'm against the lady who took the old citizenship and she's covering herself. That's fair because you know what? You got to reveal yourself at that time. But then the niqab in general, if they want to wear it, let them wear it, man. Let them do what they want to do. But in those circumstances, you should show your face. So she took it to the extreme. She's making a mockery of it. She's like, for voting, we're all going to dress up. and cover our faces. So she was dressed up as a ghost. But you know, I think the real reason she was dressed up and covering her face is because she's French Canadian and she should be ashamed. And that's what you get. You should have left this country. Au revoir, Quebec. Get out of here. We don't even need you. Au revoir, Tabernacle. Get out of here, you bunch of French idiots. Like, get out. We don't need you, man. Like, who needs these kind of dummies? They're making art. You know what they are? The French are the rednecks of Canada.
Are they really?
Hey, we want to do what we want to do. Aujourd'hui. Aujourd'hui. Oh, no. We got our own province. Oui. But, man, that's been too long. That's been too hectic. I'm sweating so much, man. I feel like I'm wearing a cop during that rant. You know? Is there anything else that gets you a little more heated, man? That was sideways.
That's been going on for
I got one that gets me so crazy. Are you ready for this? My cousin right now that came over the weekend from Pennsylvania, he is now working in the Middle East beast. I'm talking about Riyadh. And he told me the lifestyle in Riyadh. And let me tell you something.
Why did he go to Riyadh, bro?
Because he hates himself. That's the best way to put it. So he went there because he got a good job, apparently. So I asked him. I did an FBI debriefing session. We were outside Square One. My sister and a cousin were in Sephora, which means I got to stand outside the mall with him for an hour and a half, and I had to ask him 101 questions. And I was just amazed at some of the things that they do in Riyadh. First of all, you can't wear the color red because apparently you're Crips there. That's what he said. You can't wear anything with skulls because he's in midlife crisis. He wears a lot of Ed Hardy shirts.
Okay.
And he likes them, and someone's like, yo, don't wear that shirt. And he's like, what, do you want it? He's like, no, you're going to get arrested. And the police is even more screwed up. They have what do they call them? The Muktoum police or something?
Okay.
The religious police. These guys hand out tickets if you're not praying or you're eating during Ramadan. And this is the icing on the cake. This is what he told me, right? This is from the horse's mouth. I'm not going to say, I'm not going to tell you his name. Well, you do a horse. Yeah, so shut up there. Huh? You do a horse. Here's my horse impression. He told me, this I knew, but I didn't know how backwards it is. So homosexuality is outlawed there.
Of course.
But this is the weird thing, the way they handle it. His co-worker is gay, and they hired him knowing that, but he can't act gay. So he started acting gay, whatever that means, and they put him in jail for 2 weeks until he got the gay out of him.
What?
Yeah, and he said if there's locals that are gay, they will just get like a slap on the wrist, maybe from each other, right? They're like, but they'll get a slap on the wrist.
Don't ever do that again.
That was a violent slap, right? No, but you got excited, so don't ever react that way again, okay? I was just showing for example, but I got worried when you're like, don't.
I was like,
you're like, don't do it again. Wink, winky emoticon.
Don't do it again. Hit me harder.
You know, I'm done now. I'm just This is the most twisted thing. So homosexuality is outlawed there. They want you to be gay but not act it for some stupid reason. And if you're two locals that are gay, you get a slap on the wrist, you don't get jailed. Here's where it gets interesting. And I know this is going to just blow your mind. Lesbianism? Yeah, man. It's a go there. That's what he said.
What?
Under the radar. He said, that's how hypocritical they are, bro. And you know what he says? The religious police, they're ex-convicts. So, you know, they probably experienced what they're seeing when it comes to homosexuality. They're probably like, oh, no, not Big Black Mike. And they, like, close their eyes. Oh, no. And they open
Here goes Big Black Magic Mike.
So isn't that weird, bro? Like, how backwards they are there?
Yeah, they are, man. I told you when I went for Umrah, it was like...
Oh, this is the best thing. You know how they pick up women? So they pick up women there, believe it or not. First method. Guys walk around with their BBM Bluetooth.
Yeah.
So they get the BBM.
Visible, yeah.
Yeah, and they just message them. They're like, look at me, but don't look at me. Right? And then, please, like, hey, what is that? What is that? What is that? They're all confused. Second way, get ready for this. This is probably how Zolf would pick up women because he's a Paki. They write the numbers on the car and they don't wash the car. He told me that.
What?
The numbers on the car. And like, how stupid are the police? Like, oh, okay, I will call this guy. You know, like. Third, the most ghettoist, and this is the most riskiest. They crumple paper and drop it on the ground like a love letter. Yeah. But I'm like, what if someone else picks it up?
What if her dad picked her up?
Or yeah, like, oh sure, I'll meet you.
What if it's a dude?
Yeah.
So what if it's like, oh, I'll call you for sure.
Oh, I never knew you felt this way. When I heard that, I was like, this is too much.
That's crazy.
Is that true? Like, but you didn't live there. You lived in Dubai,
I lived in Dubai,
right?
bro. It was
you
much
lived in
better.
that wild area.
Yeah.
And then all the dirty stuff, he told me, is blocked. And they make a lot of moonshine down there. He said they're all alcoholics. They're like, come to my basement party. And he's like, oh, this is weird. Like, what are they gonna...
Oh, so I've heard that.
And then they'll open a secret compartment. They're like, do you want some moonshine? And they've got their home brew right there.
Yeah. So I've heard
this bud's for you.
The highest consumption of alcohol in all the Middle Eastern countries is Saudi Arabia. But then again, that was also the statistics also state that because there are a lot of European who go move there for work and everything, and then they import alcohol for them, right? Like for those camps and everything.
Well, I guess because there's such restrictions, right? Like there's no Netflix there. You have to use a VPN. Even all the movies, everything's censored.
Everything's censored, bro.
And it was weird. He said he was watching this movie he saw before. He couldn't remember it. So they said the F word once. But then it's like the guy who was censoring the movie fell asleep. Because then the next 3 F words they bleeped out. Maybe the guy's like, oh, this movie sucks. And he's like, oh, okay. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, holy jihad.
Oh, Samuel Jackson again. We cannot play his movie. He's just a bad mother. Beep.
This is my summary. If I lived in Riyadh or the Middle East where it was that strict, I would blow myself up, not for religious reasons, but because out of pure boredom. I would do jihad out of boredom.
Here's the thing: when they send you to Riyadh, he's probably getting paid more because they have something called the leisure allowance.
I don't want to kill myself.
The leisure allowance,
non-suicidal allowance.
So instead of paying you 12 months salary, they pay you 13 or 14 months salary because
he says the money's crazy.
Because of the boredom, they're trying to pay you by your boredom too.
Well, that's the thing.
So you should not complain. Don't get out of there.
No, but that's the thing. There's nothing to do.
There's nothing to do. There's no cinemas, nothing.
He told me, he's like, he just works. He's got
hang on. Hang on.
Okay, hold on. Let's Rickshaw rewind.
Rickshaw rewind. No, hang on. I've got something Rickshaw rewind from what you said. No, wait. You said the guys write their numbers on their cars. Women don't freaking drive there. So clearly there are more guys calling the dude.
No, when they're walking, bro.
Bro, how it...
They're slow drive. You know, like a drive-by?
Yeah, but then I can't read my number.
Look. Hey, hurry up. What's the area code? 416! No, I'm rewinding because like
Rickshaw rewind. Rewind.
For you guys that don't know, a couple seconds ago, I was doing an example where I accidentally touched Zulf, and then he made it awkward by saying something. And just a couple of seconds ago, he put his hand on my wrist, and I'm like, that's weirder, and that's not allowed. Where's the Muktu police when you need them? You know what? I want to move to Riyadh to get rid of people like Zulf.
Yo, you won't get me, bro, but you'll get people who won't even... They won't even ask you. They'll just be like, nice boy.
Don't. Kite runner. Kite runner.
Oh, you work out. Come on, work out with me. I'll give you... brother.
Allah, take me now.
Brother, I give you a dumbbell to lift.
ISIS, give me my own
I'll give you a barbell. Come on, let's do this.
ISIS, give me my own butter knife.
Anyway, guys, this is Rickshaw Rampage number 16. I'm Zulf the Wolf.
Yo, that's it?
That's the wrap.
Yo, that was so long, man.
Yeah. Do you wanna exit out or?
Yeah, I guess, man. That was such an abrupt ending. You're like, oh, guys, seems like I can't remember any more of my notes.
We're done. And
I don't know. But look at these notes you took,
They're
man.
done, bro.
Everything is legit notes. You said junk? Huh? Where's your wrap up there, huh? Out of everything.
Well, this is it for this time, guys. This is it. I'm
my rant is Zulf doesn't know how to finish a podcast.
Peace.